Good day, listeners. Welcome to today's news. The news update. Big shock as Peter Obi clash with Inec in court over documents. See what really happened. Thank you for tuning in to this channel. But please do well to subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button and also the bell for more updates. To the news details, please listen carefully to the end. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) and Peter Obi battled on Wednesday over INEC's unwillingness to comply with a court order to provide them with more papers for their case. Livy Uzoku, the main attorney for Mr. Obi and Labour Party, requested the court's intervention at the Presidential Election Petition Court (PEPC) because he had issued a subpoena to the INEC chairman's office to provide certain papers that they intended to present as evidence to the courts. This information was made public after the party submitted IREF reports from 7 states, including Benue, Niger, Edo, Bauchi, Bayelsa, and Gombe, and Kaduna, which were validated and downloaded by the first respondent, INEC. APC, INEC, and President Bola Tinubu all rejected the Beavers reports and certificates of conformity for 28 states, including the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), which were also provided as supporting documentation. The INEC's attorney, Kemi Pinheiro, however, told the court that Mr. Uzuku had a persistent tendency of searching for someone to pin when they wanted to request an extension, and that his assertions were only a justification for doing so, since they were out of papers to provide for the day. Mr. Pinheiro said that Mahmoud Yakubu, the head of INEC, had no justification for delaying the subpoenas, and that it was unjust and unkind of the Labour Party to charge INEC with refusing to receive subpoena service. Labour should refrain from using INEC as a crying troll, he told them, even if INEC was not opposed to an adjournment. The court believed that Mr. Pinheiro could not serve because they rejected service, but Mr. Uzuku disclosed that INEC's lead lawyer, A.B. Mahmood, has pledged to intercede. Mr. Uzuku was also astonished by Mr. Pinheiro's claims. However, Justice Haruna Simani called the court to order and postponed the hearings until Thursday, June 15. There was a big clash between Peter Obi and the INEC in court over documents that Peter Obi wanted to use as evidence. Remember that the presidential election that took place February 25, Peter Obi and also Atiku Abubakar are contending the election outcome in court, believing that the results were not right. So, before now, the Labour Party has presented a lot of evidences and witnesses. The last one they did was submitting 188 exhibits as evidence to the courts, which involved ECAA from different local government areas. And now they also submitted the IREF reports. Remember that INEC said that will be making use of Beaver's machine for the election, and the result will be posted on IREF. So this IREF was not actually used. They were unable to post on the IREF, but some certain people posted on the IREF, but was not electronically transmitted. So the Peter Obi got evidence from there, and was able to get IREF reports from 7 states, which were validated and downloaded by the first respondent, which is Inec. But the INEC's attorney said they cannot accept that because his assertions were only a justification for doing so. But why will INEC say they do not want him to tender these evidences? Are they hiding something? Because the IREF will actually show the real truth of the scores imputed by different local government areas in the 7 states. So the INEC said that the Labour Party is using INEC as a crying troll. That's even if INEC was not opposed to an adjournment, but now they have been involved as first respondents and they need to actually look into this. Now, them claiming that they cannot accept this IREF results based on the fact that the Labour Party is using the INEC. Who is using them? If they had done the things they are supposed to do earlier, nobody will be dragging them in court today. And because of they made the election look so worst, that is why they are being dragged in courts. So the INEC lead lawyer himself, Abubakar Mahmood, he has pledged to intercede in all these things. But now Mr. Pinheiro is saying something different. Why are these two lawyers contradicting themselves? But going up in front when the court saw that these two, the Labour Party and the INEC, are not ready to give themselves bread and space, he had to postpone the hearings. But why is INEC not allowing all these evidences to hold? The last time the Labour Party brought 188 exhibits as evidence, INEC also stood that they need to confirm all this. We have come to the end of the news, dear listeners. What's your view to this? Please share your view in the comment section. Thank you.